Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. As promised, the update on the Golemancer, or the Golementalist, because Golemancer is actually an necromancer and Golementalist is an elementalist, right? So Golementalist, god, I always get it wrong. Like, when people ask me, what do you play? I'm like, yeah, Golemancer. Like, no, it's a Golementalist, god damn it, get that straight. Ouch, that was too hard. Anyway, so, yeah, today I've actually done the Uber Elder, and I did all the Guardians, and obviously the Elder Guardians, and also the Val Temple map. Yeah, so I'm on 159 of 159, so before you ask, I will put the whole Uber Elder fight at the end of this video. So now I just want to give you some explanations what I changed on the gear, and how much did I spend in total, what, you know, that kind of stuff. Because actually I could just show you a clip where I kill the Uber Elder and the achievement pops up, but maybe you're interested in how that fight actually looked like, right? I gotta admit, I died 3 times, but it was only one set. I did it actually on the first set to kill the Uber Elder, which is kinda impressive. I mean, I'm actually, how do I call it in English? God damn it, my English is bad. Anyways, I'm super excited. No, wait, that's the wrong word. I'm like surprised, like all that kind of stuff. It's like insane because I actually planned to spend another, like, I don't know, like 25 Exalt. I thought I need to spend that to actually kill the Uber Elder with this build, because this is the amount of currency I put in the last Golementalist in 3.4, right? But I bought neither of those. I still have the same shitty gear, more or less, and I still could do it, and I'm like impressed. I'm really impressed, right? So I will go through the changes that I made to the last video. So if you haven't watched the first episode of this Golementalist, god damn it, link is given in the description below, you can check that one out. But here are the few changes that I made, right? Skill setup wise, I replaced the Orb of Storms with Stormbrand, which is a new ability. Like, the Orb of Storms is just here to give the Enfeeble on the monsters with Curse on Hit, and also to get the Elemental Equilibrium going, which is here, right? So why Stormbrand? Well, for Orb of Storms, you have to go there, click it, and then go away, right? Because you want to stay safe, right? But with Stormbrand, you can just shoot it from range. It has the exact same effect. You can shoot 3 times, right? So I definitely think that Stormbrand on these kind of characters is way more valuable than the Orb of Storms, just because you can just cast it on range and there you go, right? Melee's charge in and you're safe, right? So this is the first improvement that I made. The second one, I'm actually played with double Empower gems, right? But I only have them at level 2, right? They are just here to level, so don't worry. This is just a custom death portal setup, which is actually pretty helpful against Syndicate members, because then you don't have to run that far again, right? So I was actually using the Empower gem in my helm, but I was like, no, why? There's absolutely no reason. Just for 1 base level for the supportive golems, no. We're just gonna run minion life support. My Stone Golem has currently 27,000 life and is immune to elemental damage, which is insane. So those golems really rarely die, right? So this is actually pretty sweet. So maybe on Empower this is better, right? But this will actually, yeah, build up the cost of the build in total, right? So I just have them here as a placeholder to level them up. I could also have them in a second weapon swap, right? So this changed. So we have Summon Lightning Golem, Chaos Golem, and the Stone Golem with minion life support. Here are no changes at all. No change. Skin of the Loyal. Here's something I want to explain. Usually, I would run a 6-linked Ice Golem setup, right? This is going to be the Ice Golem. Then you have the minion damage support, and then you actually run 4 red gems, right? With Empower. This is the actual best DPS setup you can have, right? The thing is, a 4 red, like this color setup of the Skin of the Loyal, starts at about 5.5 Exalts. So since I don't even have an Empower level 4, I was like, hey, let's skip that. Let's take a 3 red, 2 blue and 1 green, and add a concentrated effect support, so our melee golems do more single target DPS, which is very helpful against Guardians, Shaper, Uber Elder, like that kind of stuff, right? And besides that, this color setup is about 40 chaos on the Skin of the Loyal, right? And the 4 red would start at 5.5x. So I made a huge cut over here, and it worked out pretty fine with this kind of setup, right? So, god damn it, I'm actually too bad to actually get the gems into here. Perfect. Here is another replacement that I made that is actually not that necessary, I would say. It's just minions gain 20% of physical damage as extra cold damage. Since our ice golems with our hatred aura do some kind of cold damage that get buffed with elemental equilibrium, obviously. So mobs have minus 50% cold resistance, so this is actually a nice damage boost, but I don't think it's necessary. I mean, they started like 30 chaos, I think. Yeah, 30 chaos. There is not much that you can roll, like cold resist, life, and some strength. The other 3 minion mods that are actually always the same, right? But it's actually, if you have like gloves for like 1 chaos that just have a lot of life and resistance, it's fine. It's just a little bit DPS on top, right? For the belt, this is a self-crafted belt. I know this belt looks a little bit good, right? But in the end, you have life and triple resistance. Don't forget about the elemental damage with attack skills. I self-crafted that one, right? So it will probably go for like 2 exalt, 3 exalts or something, but it's not the point to get that kind of belt, right? You want life and resistance. That's all you want to do. And since I cannot afford the commandment of the pit gloves, I wanted to have this taunt jewel, right? So minions have a percentage chance to taunt on hit with attacks. This is exactly especially useful because they taunt mobs, and mobs will spam their abilities on your golems instead of you. It happened quite often today. I was doing a couple of Shaper runs that the Shaper Slam went on the golems instead of me. So this is Shaper, I had my Orb of Storm here, and then I was just waiting like, great, great, wow, phase transition. Okay, this was basically my playstyle. It's completely insane, actually. In terms of boots, those I changed, but I don't know. It's just like movement speed, life, and resistances. I don't know. It's definitely nothing special. Same on the ring. It's like life, strength, dex. At least I used some dex because I was lacking some dex on the tree. For our like hatred and stuff, right? You need like 95 dex or so, or at least a little bit over 100. So I didn't have that, so I was taking 1 ring with some dexterity, life, and resistances. It's always the same, right? So yeah, I'm like still super excited that I did Uberell on the first try, and guess what? I wrote down how much currency did I spend on this character, and it turned out I was lower than 300 Chaos Orbs to defeat Uber Elder. I want to mention that this is without the gems, right? Without, I mean, you can't count the empowers in, right? Because they are not even useful. This is useless as well. This is just my setup with Cast on Death and Portal Effect, just because I like to randomly die. But for the rest, you know, the only important thing, like real, the only important thing is to have a high base level of your Ice Golem. The higher the base level, the better, right? I used to play with like level 19 or 18. I leveled it myself because I was leveling this character as Golemancer, so I just picked up like level 1 gems and just leveled it up like that, right? But if the base level is the most important one, that's why the Empower one in the chest would be even stronger, because you have 1 level from the Skin of the Loyal, right? You have 21 Golem, makes it level 22, plus 4 levels from the Empower, makes it 40, wait, 26, 27, something like that. I don't know, like, my math is bad. But this is the best thing you can actually do to scale your golems, and they will go nuts, really. They will have such an insane DPS. Okay, for the point, in 3.4 you made a pure life-based one, and here you have a Mind Over Matter Golementalist, right? So what is better? Basically, no idea. Like, I don't think it's a lot of difference. I mean, on my life-based version, I had like 5.5k life, right? And here I have 4k and 2k, so wow, that's 6k in total, but you don't have to forget that only 30% of damage taken, so I would have 5k as well, right? If you're gonna Mind Over Matter with like 4k life, or no Mind Over Matter with like 5.5k life, there is not a real difference over here. So in terms of gear, it's not a big change. I mean, you can scale more life and mana on your items, which will give you some quite nice boost, right? But if I just replace all the mana nodes that I took here and get some more life, I would pretty much reach the 5k life, and yeah, not a big change, right? So I think it doesn't really matter what side you take, right? Okay, for the replacement that I would like to do on this build, and what I didn't do because I was running out of currency, or at least I don't have the currency, what I thought I need to defeat the Uber Elder. If you count this in, right, the skin of the Loyal that I was talking about, Loyal, with 4 red, then you have 1 green for the Golem, 1 blue for the minion damage. It goes for about 5.5 exalts. The next thing that would be great is the commandment of the pit. Those are the Delph Lich Gloves, right? Obviously with like 2 abyssal sockets. I think they go for like 10x, right? Because you want to have in one hand the Taunt Jewel, and in the other hand you want to have the Blind Jewel. Like minions have a blind chance on attack, right? This will also make it a little bit easier to like survive, right? The next thing I want to have is Double Empower Gem level 4, and they go for like 5x each, right? 5.5, 5x, let's say 5x, so 10x in total. So if you see here, only those changes would be a total of 25 exalt-ish upgrade, and you will have a lot more DPS and more survivability. And this was basically what I tried to get, but in the end I was like, okay, I have no currency, can I still do Uber Elder? Yes, I did. It was insane. So I don't think you even need that. I mean, if you say like, okay, this is the best build ever, and you really love it, and you want to get it to the max, right? Get these upgrades, and yeah, profit, more or less, right? But it's, as I said, I proved it here, or at least I will prove it in a second when the video starts, that it's also doable with Uber Elder on a 300 Chaos Ore budget, which is just insane, right? Skill tree, not really much changed. I don't know, I don't have the skill tree basically in my head from the last update, but I will just give the path of building link, like exactly with this tree, with these jewels, with this gear on the description below, so you can just import it, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to show you now the full Uber Elder kill, right? With all the death and all the weird stuff that was live on the stream. You also will see the pop-up of the achievement, so no fancy stuff like, yeah, you did that, or you get carried, or something like that. Nope. So, I hope you like this build. I am like super excited, or at least like I'm overwhelmed basically that I actually could do it with that kind of gear. And yeah, that's actually just insane. I'm going to sell this character now because I want to play a different character now. This is the same thing as on the cast on crit character, right? Like people say like, hey, why did you remove your character? Why did you do this? I mean, I have a specific plan for a character, I do that, and then I want to play a different build to make more fun, right? Or to have more fun. So the goal with this Golementalist was get some currency, farm up some currency on a budget, probably get Uber Elder down, and do the Val Temple map to clear your Atlas. Well, I did it. So now it's time to change any kind of character. Maybe I go magic find, maybe I find some good strategy, and if so, I will share it, obviously. Or do other fancy stuff, because I would like to do or start a project, a character that has only self-crafted gear, right? This would be something really nice to do. Like every item you have is self-crafted. Whatever you get, you just self-craft everything, right? Or yeah, probably self-fund. I just don't want to use uniques or something. Something like that. But anyway, so here's the full Uber Elder run. I hope you guys enjoyed this build. If so, feel free to hit the like button. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching. See ya on the next video. Let's try. I'm so gonna fail. I'm so gonna fail, man. I will not even make it to phase 2. Not even that. No chance. Because if I'm something, then it's bad.
Thank you for following.
I'll surely not make it with this kind of gear. That was actually stupid by me, I don't know. I was not sure if I dodged the balls now or not. But hey, phase 2! Poggers! I was slowed in the shitty debuff from the dude. That's the point when you actually want to have KM's root, so you're not getting that slowed on that phase. That was actually, yeah, a little bit shitty timed. Let's say it like that. There's hardly something I can do against that ability. You need a shitload of physical mitigation for that. I fucking did it on the first try. What the hell? Golemancer is actually freaking insane, man. Okay, I had a couple weird deaths. Was my fault. It's okay. But I surely had more than 20 Exalts better gear last time I did it. I mean, obviously it's sad that it's not going to be any Watches Eye Jewel, but hey, for that shitty gear, that was actually pretty good. I mean, how often did we die? Like 3 times, I think, right?